Hello, this is Roy Habib. I want to show you my new Bonobo guitars, custom Zira based double neck headless, Hipshot hardware, fretless of course on top, fretted on the bottom. Want to talk a little bit about the specs. You can read them also, but yeah. So we base it off Bonobo's Zira model bass, which features this cool, bottom horn design and single cutaway with this cool butt. We changed it up. Jeremy from Bonobo came up with this design for the back so I can reach the tuners easily. So that's been modified. The top horn has been modified, extended to the 12th fret or to the octave of the fretless neck. So it balances better with both necks on. Also the headless helps it balance better on the strap. It does not move. It's perfectly balanced now. And it weighs 12.2 pounds, but it balances really well thanks to the long top horn and the headless design. African mahogany body, roasted maple necks, very lightweight, very rigid, very dry, and Blackwood with epoxy impregnated Blackwood. So they vacuum in epoxy resin into this what's naturally a softwood Blackwood, but it makes it harder than ebony. And just as stable as ebony. So it's a great alternative to ebony boards. And frets are Jescar Evo frets. So they're jumbo, kind of Warwicky sounding. And the pearls of this bass are these pickups. They're designed by Ezi Pickups out of Israel. He has this really cool mantra of having no plastic in his pickups, 0 plastic. So he starts with that, and then they're kind of what you would underneath that. Those are Music Man style pickups in shape, but what's inside of it, they're humbuckers as well, just like Music Man, but instead of pole pieces, he uses something that might be familiar for you from blade pickups design, but they're not blades. They are bars, like really thick bars going across here, and there's no plastic between. I don't know how much I can say, but there's I'm allowed to say, but there's no plastic between the bars and the coil. The coil is ridiculously close. So what that gives you, because the coil is very close, it gives you this really cool transient response, and the high end is really pronounced. They're very natural. And because they're bar style, not pole pieces, it doesn't matter what the string spacing is, and it doesn't matter when you bend the string. It's just as loud because I'm not moving away from a pole piece. Those are not there. As for electronics, I opted for no preamp. I wanted to keep this design as simple as possible in this regard, and the signal as clean as possible. There's not even a tone knob. What I do have here are 2 volumes, 1 for each neck, okay, that can work together, or separately with this pickup selector. So now I'm only working the fretted neck, or now I'm just working the fretless neck. In the middle position, I have both. I have, right now they're wired in parallel, but I have a push-pull knob to give me series. More like a Music Man. Series as opposed to so each neck has a push-pull for series and parallel. Coil tap. That's it. Strat style output jack, because I like front-mounted ones. Also, it sits well when the bass is on a stand. What else? Okay, so the Hipshot hardware, you can fit any strings on it, normal strings, no need for a double ball because they lock. Over here, I cut the access behind the neck, and the ball ends fit right here like a normal bass. That's pretty much it for that. Let's hear some sound examples. I'm running into an Aguilar. The GK cabinet is not in the chain. I'm just running direct from the Aguilar Tornhammer 500. Completely flat. I'm going to start with a fretted neck. Intonation is very cool, very good on this bass. What I didn't mention is I have a 2-octave design on both necks, like 24 frets or 24 non-frets. What else did I miss over here? Oh, this is a bolt-on. Lots of bolts. Because I was kind of scared that if I pick it up from the neck, the weight of this body will compromise the joint. But so we went with a ridiculous amount of I have 8 bolts on the fretless neck and 6 bolts on the fretted neck, which is more than enough. There's a rule somewhere that says at least a bolt per string, and that seems to work. I was just scared because of the weight of this bass. D'Addario cat eye strap buttons, which I don't need strap locks with this. Thanks to those, the strap does not come out when I don't want it to. And that's pretty much it. We got to a point now, because the pickups are the way they are, the only piece of plastic on this bass is the pickup selector and cover, electronics cover. Again, no battery. And with those, but other than that, there are no pieces of plastic on this bass, which I love. Action is nice and low. Strings are Ernie ball, the flat wounds on top, the bright flat wound, and D'Addario XL170 on the fret. That's it. Thank you for watching. This is Roy Haviv with the Bonobo Zira Doubleneck Headless Fretless Threaded bass. Thank you.